Top stories at the Sawa. Mourners pay their last respects to former minister, and security at Olympics goes high-tech. Good afternoon. With the news at 3 o'clock, I'm Lulu Gabu. Former Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister Sicelo Shikeka has been laid to rest. Hundreds of mourners gathered at West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg to pay their last respects to a man who made a significant contribution to the struggle for freedom and later to the governance in the country. Busi Chimombe reports.
A large brown tombstone, best testament to Sicelo Shikeka, now lies at Johannesburg's West Park Cemetery. The stone bears the message that his good works will follow him forever. His son, Lungisa Shikeka, was the only family member to speak. He remembered what he described as his strict father lovingly, a man who he said always put his family first. For SABC News, I'm Busi Chimombe at West Park Cemetery in Johannesburg.
The City of Cape Town says it's working closely with stakeholders to determine possible environmental threats after a 50-meter-long Japanese fishing trawler ran aground in thick fog off Clifton Beach. The vessel has 90 tons of diesel on board. 19 of the 28 crew members have been rescued thus far. Disaster Management spokesperson Wilfred Solomons Johannes says the vessel is stranded in a protected area.
We have spoken to the National Department of Transport and the Maritime Safety Authority, and we have engaged with the Department of Environmental Affairs to look at the issues regarding the pollution risk here. At this stage, the vessel, the structure is still intact. However, as a result of the continuous movement, the hull can break and disintegrate, and that can have a possible pollution to the coastline here, as the vessel has got 90 tons of diesel on board.
A tugboat is meanwhile on its way from Simonstown to attempt to tow the stricken vessel away from the shoreline. Salvors say they'll wait for high tide before assessing operations. APC President Themba Godi says traditional leaders in Limpopo are facing more challenges compared to those of other provinces. Godi says most of the traditional leaders in Limpopo are without certificates and are not receiving salaries. Godi is currently in a meeting with traditional leaders of Mopani and Bembe district municipalities in Limpopo. The meeting is being held at Siandane Community Hall outside Giani. Godi, however, says the National Department of Cooperative Governance, Human Settlement and Traditional Affairs must appoint traditional leaders in its office to ensure that concerns of traditional leaders are addressed. Moving further afield, the British Ministry of Defence has confirmed a device which can be used as a sonic weapon will be deployed in London during the Olympic Games. A spokesperson says it would be used primarily in the loud hailer mode to stop maritime traffic on the River Thames. Here's the BBC's Andy Moore.
The American-made long-range acoustic device can be used to send verbal warnings over a long distance or to emit a beam of pain-inducing sound. The equipment has been used around the world to disperse crowds. In America, some people say it's caused them permanent hearing damage. The Polish police say it may be used during this summer's European Football Championships if violence flares up outside stadiums. It's also been used on ships to repel Somali pirates.
And finally, back home, the group of 8 people walking to Cape Town from Durban in an attempt to raise awareness and funds for people afflicted with autism has reached Oyster Bay near Jeffreys Bay in the Eastern Cape. The money raised will be donated to 6 different charities helping autistic people. The group started its walk 2 months ago and hopes to reach Cape Town by the 9th of June. Tour coordinator Angus Moore says except for a few blisters, sore feet and a broken toe, the group is doing well.
We've got walking and running clubs joining us, kids are joining us. We're just causing a big yahoo about the whole thing. And the big build-up will be obviously in Cape Town at the pavilion. It's been well received in each town. It's been very worthwhile experiencing that.